Reading from the Science of Mind magazine, The Daily Guides. This reading today is a good lesson for all of us. The first quote is from Morgan Harper Nichols. I did not look up Morgan Harper Nichols. My apologies. The progress you have already made, no matter how small, is an integral part of your growth. The progress you've already made, no matter how small, is an integral part of your growth. And Ernest Holmes says, turning from the errors of the past and no longer carrying with us the sorrows and the mistakes of yesterday, today we may enter into a new experience. In other words, we have the opportunity to enter into a new experience. And this is from Mary, our writer this month, who says, it's comforting to know that we're never stuck in one place. We're always changing, always growing, always becoming. We can't mess up our lives or miss our purpose. Each and every day, we flow like a river around the rocks and the curves. Each and every day, we are weathering the storms, joining into the very ocean of our true selves. We're all in the process of coming into alignment with the beautiful perfection of our souls. We're all in the process of discovering that none of us has a better, purer, or bigger soul than another, and each of us is a radiant, unique reflection of divine source, perfect as we are. We'll come back to that. We're all in the process of remembering who we really are and sweeping off the dust that covers the brilliance and the wisdom and the joy of the Spirit. We're all in the process of working through the lessons that we need to learn for our soul's development. Lessons learned through joy and pain, ease and challenge, peace and conflict, unity and duality. We're all in the process of evolving slowly into a greater version of ourselves, expanding and growing toward an understanding of our essence, which is love. Forgive yourself for any past transgressions and turn your thoughts to what you have become and who you are becoming. You are doing your best. Your best is enough. One day at a time, you are flowing into the very ocean of the love that you are. So this message is intended for every single person on this planet. But there is a caveat. Some people have wandered way off the path. Their own path, because we're all on a different path. We're on a different spiritual journey. So what it's saying is that when we come to the realization that we are on a spiritual journey, then all that she was saying applies to us. But we have to first know that we're on that spiritual journey if we want to actually consciously become who we are next. And if we don't, then we will unconsciously float along into whatever there is. And when she talks about perfection, she doesn't mean to say that that's it, there's no improvement possible. No, it simply means to say that you are as you are right now, and you couldn't be any other way. Therefore, it's perfect in that respect. In the respect to the fact that whatever is right now is. And it's perfect because it can't be anything else, right? It cannot. It just is what it is. But it doesn't mean to say that there's no improvement. You know, often when we look at the word perfect, we think, wow, that's a perfect painting, or that is perfect geometry. No, we're saying that things are perfect as they are just because they are what they are right now. They cannot be anything else. And that is the basis from which we move forward in our lives. The other big message here, of course, is it doesn't matter how much you've screwed up, that once you realize that you are on a spiritual journey, that you learn from your mistakes. You forgive people if you have to forgive them. You make amends if you have to make amends, but you're moving forward then all the time. So it's the difference between being lost on the journey and knowing that you are on the journey and deciding that you want to move forward on the journey. And of course, it's the journey of our lives. The other message is that ultimately, no matter how much anybody screws up here, it's our belief that you will be given the opportunity, either in this life or whatever comes afterwards, to actually develop your spiritual self, your soul, your essence, which is love. So that is what I believe. That ultimately, everybody will reach the destination, no matter what they're doing now and what they've done. That in the end, they will be evolving into something wonderful. And only souls believe that that evolution will continue on forever, that people will keep evolving forever. So I'm always changing, always growing, always becoming, which aligns with what I just said. Ernie Psalm said, I'm always changing, always growing, always becoming. Each day I unveil a little more of the love within me. Each day I unveil a little more of the love within me. Because, as I mentioned the other day, my belief is that the basis for existence is love. And I believe I've experienced that, and I can speak my truth because my experience is that love is all there is. So that's it. Look out for two things tomorrow. One is my colleague, Reverend Lisa Ryan. She'll be on about 9:15 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning, and then at somewhere on the noon hour, I'm not sure exactly what time, practitioner Danielle Johnson will actually do a midday meditation. And she does work from home, so sometimes stuff gets in the way. So it may not be exactly at noon. Just like me, she can't guarantee it. Do I say Reverend Lisa lucky because she's able to do her reading before she leaves for work, and she starts at a set time every day? I don't know. Maybe you just are lucky, Lisa, that you walked into that. But I'm kidding. So until next time. Oh, and look out for my thought for the day, which will be appearing on different social media in the next few hours. So until next time, namaste.